Scott from SA Landscaping, and it is the 1st of February, new month, and lots of wind still around. A couple of trees done yesterday that had fallen down over the weekend, just a couple of small jobs. But today we're back at the cemetery doing some more reductions. I did a video last time which I'll put in the description, which looks a bit like butchering shrubs, for a better word. But when I show you what they look like now, a year later, you'll realise that the process we're doing here is actually good for A, the site looks tidy, and B, it makes it manageable for pruning and everything. So I'll get you some footage once we arrive at the job, and we'll get some footage of a bit of work, so stay tuned. So here we are, and that there is the laurel we did last year, which is in the video if you want to have a look. We cut it back with stump. It looked like it had been butchered, but if you look at it now, it's a nice shrub. Down here are a few more we did last week, and I'll just go up here now and show you the plan for today. Same again, it's very windy like it is everywhere, and leaves still appearing out of nowhere, so we'll have to get those cleaned up this week. This is the area, so we're just going to start blocking these laurels down, as well as some berberis and a rhododendron, which is also going to get cut down. Some people will say it's not best practice for these rhododendrons, but from previous experience this will come back, and we'll also get a video of it next year when it's come back, just to show you that they can be pruned. A lot of people think you can't hard prune these rhododendrons, but you actually can. So stay tuned and we shall get some footage. So that's the first few down, and we'll get some through the chipper. But you can see how sort of 12-14 foot off some of the shrubs. 10 minutes work there, and then probably 10-15 through the chipper. With having the chipper on site, you can clean quite an area in half an hour, whereas if this was going on a van, you've got to take it away and everything. So you can make a big hole with the right equipment in a short space of time. Let's get some chipping done. a little bit of cleanup left to do, but everything down at the moment. Just a few piles there to level afterwards. Probably hear how windy it is and see from the trees. But, getting there slowly and opening it up. Just better view from the road. So everything was getting too high, so agreed to drop everything in there and open it all up.
So that's it for today. What it does need now is come back with a hedge cutter
hedge cutter and taking off the straggly bits, spreading the bark around, raking a bit of leaves out. But that, all those shrubs now will come back thick and small, and it opens the area up nice. We've done a clean up. There are some leaves that have blown out that have gone over there that we're going to have to do when it's not so windy, as you can hear. But apart from that, now is hedge cutting just to take the stalks off. And that's another job done. Just needs a good season now to recover. So another job completed. Like I said, you can describe it as pruning, butchering, whatever. But as you saw from the early in the video, the stuff I did last year, the same. It bounces back, and it does them the world of good. It's just like planting new plants again. Some councils prefer to rip plants out when they get too high and messy, but I prefer just to cut them back down the bone, and they'll establish better, and they will look better come the summer. Once they get a bit of growth on, they'll be spot on. The rhododendrons I discussed, some people will be looking at that thinking, I don't fancy doing that in Mrs. Jones's garden and cutting down 20 rhododendrons and they all die. If you don't feel comfortable, just do one. If you do one this year as a test, but I can guarantee you that I've done this numerous times and there's no issue. They always come back. But like I say, if you're worried, just and you've got a garden full that are sort of that size, and you think I'd like to reduce some, just maybe do one that's at the back, and at least then you can demonstrate and say, look, we did this one last year in the garden, it's survived, it's come back better and more compact. So, and then you can roll it out, and you can either do all the rest of them in one go, or you can do sort of 3 or 4 year that way on. But like I say, a lot of people say that you can't do it with rhododendrons, but you can. I've got numerous jobs I've done over the years where you can do it. So quite a few more of these reductions to do over the next 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, before the birds start making nests and things. So there'll be plenty more videos of different types of things, but the usual suspects, what I'm doing, the laurels and the berberis and things, they're very hardy. You'll do well to kill these shrubs. So it's another job out the way there. Yes, I'll have to go back because you saw how windy it was, and there's a little bit of leaves to clear. There's a little bit of hedge cutting just so that those areas look, it's just to take the odd stalk off so they look uniform, and then they will thicken up. But rather than leaving the odd stalk even there, it's best just to leave a nice tidy job. So we will be going back to do that, and then spreading the mulch around once the leaves are raked up and everything. We'll spread the couple of piles of mulch that I had there once we get all the, I could have spread it over the top of the leaves and the leaves would rot down, but I prefer to do a proper job and get it all raked out, get all the twigs out, and then level it. So that will be the plan for another day. And apart from that, that is the lot for today. So thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next video.